I was drinking by the side of the road, trying to drown out things I ought to know. Worked too hard, talked too loud, burned bridges for pride. Got so good at acting tough, I lost myself inside. And the man sat beside me in a long dark coat, looked at my beer and laughed before he spoke. Said, son, if we're gonna talk about the shape your soul is in. He touched that beer and turned it into Jack Daniels with a grin. Me and Jesus drinking Jack in the dark, talking about scars and lonely hearts. He said sin don't always look like thieves and cheats. Sometimes it's a man too proud to admit defeat. And the night got cold by the Tennessee line, as he stared through the smoke and said, boy, I know you're mine. Yeah, me and Jesus somewhere past midnight, talking about the ways a man can lose his life. I asked him, Lord, were you ever scared? He laughed real low and brushed back his hair. Said, Rome wanted silence and the priest wanted blood. Fear sat beside me, same as this whiskey does. Then he said, don't believe every word men write. Truth gets buried when it makes powerful people fight. Said love scares men who want to worship power and control. That's why so many righteous men got darkness in their soul. Me and Jesus drinking Jack neat, talking about lust in the hands it keeps. He said a woman made a ladder, son, love ain't conquest games. And every soul you use for comfort leaves carrying your name. Then he looked me dead in the eyes through the firelight glow. Said hell starts so most folks never know. Yeah, me and Jesus somewhere near sunrise, talking about the things that slowly kill a life. Then I asked him why he still sat with fools like me, after all the lies, whiskey, and vanity. He said broken men get honest when they finally fall apart, and grace works better in ruins than in polished hearts. Then he pointed at the bottle sitting empty by my boot. He said pride was the first sin, long before the fruit. And the devil don't come roaring most of the time, son. He just keeps a man distracted till his whole life comes undone. Me and Jesus drinking Jack at dawn, watching all the stars fade one by one. He said put down the bottle before it becomes your name. Pride will dig your grave long before age. Then he stood up slow as the sunrise burned the sky. Said, son, everybody sins, but not everybody tries. And right there by that highway, with the morning coming through,